What's up, family? It's me again, back with another Wednesday Wisdom reading. I'm going to be reading today from the same book that I read for you last week. It's from The Miseducation of the Negro by Dr. Carter G. Woodson. And I'm skipping around in this book because I have certain things highlighted that I want to touch on. And I realized that this book was written back in the 1900s. And so, a small portion of it can be considered to be outdated. But the vast majority of the information that's in this book still can be applied to today's society as foundational principles because it just simply makes sense. So I'm going to read for you today from chapter 5, page 44, two paragraphs real quick about business, more specifically black business. And the reason why I'm doing that is simply because, here recently there's been a really big push for support your black business. So just something to keep in mind. But without further ado, here we go. All of the failures of the Negro business, however, are not due to troubles from without. Often, the Negro businessman lacks common sense. The Negro in business, for example, too easily becomes a social lion. He sometimes plunges into the leadership in local matters. He becomes popular in restricted circles, and men of lesser magnetism grow jealous of his inroads. He learns how richer men of other races waste money. He builds a finer home than anybody else in the community, and in his social programs, he does not provide for much contact with the very people upon whom he must depend for patronage. He has the finest car, the most expensive dress, the best summer home, and so far outdistances his competitors in society that they often set to work in a childlike fashion to bring him down to their level. Chapter 5, page 44. Once again, I think that the majority of this information that is read is fairly self-explanatory. But to give you a little insight on the book, it talks about how black people, how we begin businesses, how we become successful at those businesses, and how in many cases we start off with the passion and the desire to come back to the community or to feed the community with the success of the business. But in many cases we get sidetracked. We get sidetracked by looking at other people and see how they spend their money, pick up bad habits, and then we become just superficial. Now, I mean, we know that if you're doing well for yourself, there's a certain level of splurging, for lack of a better word, that people are going to do, especially when you have so much excess. But this book here is designed to bring attention to the miseducated mind of most black people simply because of the fact that we don't stay focused on the bigger picture. And it's by design. It's understandable. In many respects, it's understandable. I mean, you look at the educational system that we have. You look at the mentors that we have. You look at the people typically that the average young black man or black woman looks up to. So when they become successful, when they achieve success, when they earn success, or however they get success, it is very easy for them to be distracted. But what you also have to be aware of is the jealousy that goes along with that. As Dr. Woodson mentions in this book, you have to be aware of those people who want your success, but are not willing to work as hard as you, or just simply can't accomplish what you have accomplished for whatever reason. So they seek to bring you down. In times past, it has always been the motto of the black man: as he succeeds, his community succeeds. But we've lost sight of that. And it's very easy for us to point at other people who are extremely successful. You say, well, they sell outs and they coon and they forgot about, the block. They forgot about the hood. But you have to put yourself in that scenario too. If you were to, let's just say, become successful overnight, you go viral or whatever the case may be, how much of your success would you give back? How much of your success would you help someone else with? We have to get to a point where we begin to think like we're one again. We have to get to the point. Now, trust me, I understand. One person can't help everyone. No. But we have enough successful black people out here that can help a really good portion of our community. And once again, the purpose of reading these quotes and these passages is to inspire a change, to inspire a different thought of consciousness. Now, I will admit to you, most of the times I strategically use my words in a way to only penetrate ears that are fabricated to digest the sounds that I produce. Do you understand what I mean? And I say that because everybody is not for the cause. We know that. We know we have race traders. We know we have coons. We know we have all of these different types of people who, would rather be somewhere else as opposed to with their own people. And, you're going to have that. I have no emotional connection to that. But as for people who genuinely want to see our people do better, and they actually have the ability to improve something, and I didn't say everything, but something in a community, this is a call to do so to speak. Not to sound too preachy, but we must do so. We must do so. So with that being said, everybody should be striving for success. Everybody should be striving for progress. Everybody should be striving to be the best at whatever it is that you're capable of doing. And with that, once again, we will dig ourselves. We will dig ourselves without any assistance. Pull ourselves up to a level of standard that is inconceivable by other people. Know thyself. Remember your ancestors. Build your community. Kush.